Hi friends, welcome back. I'm so glad you came back on another Tuesday to hang out with me. Now some of you know that I have been setting up my sewing space ever since I moved into my new home. Well, I've had some ups and I've had some downs when purchasing furniture and other items for organizing my space, which still isn't finished yet. But I stopped my progress to bring you this review. This is a review of an item that I was kind of excited about because I got a deal. And I want to show you why this item may not be the best item for you in your sewing space. I'm Nye with Ellie and Mac. Do you want to hear about it? Come on. I'll tell you my secrets because we're friends. Okay, so many of you know that I took a break because my husband and I were purchasing a new home and I was going to have a new sewing space. My last sewing table was a ginormous piece of MDF on top of a bunch of cubbies. So basically it was a long, very wide table. So I did all of my cutting and I did all of my projecting and sewing at the same table. Now, that table was not going to fit into my new sewing room, so I had to find another way to set up my room. So I started researching and finding furniture that would work for my space. I went onto Joann.com because that's where, let's be real, a lot of us buy stuff. And they usually have a pretty good deal. So I found this Sullivan's home hobby table on sale. 50% off. Now you all know I love a deal. I am a thrifty person. Unfortunately, it didn't serve me very well in this case. I purchased the table and it arrived approximately 5 to 7 days later. I opened the box. I was very excited because the table has 3 sections where you can fold the leaves down and put it away if you need to. I have a really small sewing space. Not as small as some folks, so let me not even try to say that. But in any case, I have a space that I would like to keep open. And so in order to do that, having the fold down table was going to be a really nice thing. Also, because the projector tends to project in front of itself, it means that I would have to move the table away from the wall and then put it back against the wall when I was done using it. So the fact that this table had wheels was amazing to me. Plus, it was on sale for $99 and original price was $199. Oh, clutch the pearls, right? No, leave the pearls alone because it wasn't even worth $99. I got the instructions. I followed the instructions very, very closely. I put the item together and the first thing I noticed, to my dismay, the flaps were not even with the surface. So I had to put Legos between the legs and the tabletop to make it flat. I also found that it has wheels that go on the bottom that don't roll really well on carpet. Now, in Sullivan's defense, I'm sure they did not expect this table to be rolled around on plush carpet, which is what I have. So, I won't even ding them for that. Okay, the casters, they aren't the most, they aren't super durable casters. They're just little plastic casters that you would find on any cheap rollable kind of item or cart. So I can't be mad at the casters. Now what I did do is I took the casters off because they were not very helpful and they actually destabilized my table. Now what I will show you are the things about this table that I did not like. The table is made to fold out like this. And then you have a leg underneath that extends into a small clip. And that's how it stays flat. Now, what I did do is I fixed the unevenness of the flap by further tightening the screws that come with the table. Got it. As soon as I realized that the table was wobbly, I said, maybe I should tighten everything down and just make sure that everything is as tight as it should be. So that's what I did, and that fixed some of the unevenness of the table flaps. I have seen that a lot of people, if you go on Joanne's website, have complained about that exact same issue. So this side also folds up. Look at the size of that table. It's immense. There's a little clip under the table and that folds under. Now, if we're looking at the size of this table, it's pretty impressive. I can take my 24 by 36 inch cutting mat and put it right along there. Because it has a depth of about 36 inches, I can actually put 2 cutting mats on this table, which, let's be real, that's what we're looking to do, right? We want to have as much cutting space as possible where we are working. And that's why this table was so important to me, because, I mean, look, I can take my mats down, lay them flat, lift up the table, fold in the leg, right? And have absolutely, and I can tuck this little thing into a corner and go on about my business. However, the issue that I have with the table, let me put this up real quick so I can show you my issue. If I just slightly touch the table, it's almost as if it's made out of Jell-O.
Why, Nancy?
And this is not
Why?
Friends, and I am not Joey, and everybody does not have room for Jell-O, okay? I don't have room for Jell-O in my sewing space, especially since I sew with a projector. So that's gonna be a big no, Nancy. I can't do it. And this table is gonna go in the naughty spot, y'all. As an alternative to the hobby table, I went ahead and I settled on an office desk from the Office Depot. This is the Real Space Magellan Collection height adjustable table. It's not as big as that craft table, but it's not moving either. And although I would really like to have the space of the craft table, I need the sturdiness of the office table. And it also helps that it's height adjustable. So I can put it down as low as a regular desk, or I can have it as high as the table I need for cutting. I don't plan on moving it up and down for the most part. I only like that feature because of my projector. Sometimes you need to move the table up or down in order to get the right projection. It works. Or if you have wooden floors and you're going to have to adjust where your table placement is, I wouldn't recommend it highly because you're going to have to drag this across the floor. I like this table. It's very sturdy. It has the up and down features that I need. It doesn't wobble when I'm trying to cut fabric. But the only downside is it doesn't come in a 36-inch depth unless I want to pay over $500. And I don't have coins like that. Listen, don't buy that table. Don't do it. I even tried to weigh it down with sandbags in hopes that it would stay still. And it was like, So here's the table that I like. And it's especially helpful if you use a projector. Ellie and Mac has several videos about sewing with a projector. We'd love for you to go ahead and take a watch. I will go ahead and leave a link for you to go ahead and click if you want to watch any of those videos. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I had a good time hanging out with you. I hope you come back next week to see what I'm doing next week so we can hang out just a little bit. I hope that you are at home enjoying the weather, enjoying the day, and I hope that you are sewing on the things. Yes. Bye.